Yo, 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 yo.
Oh, shit.
Ladies and gentlemen,
It's another beautiful Tuesday.
Yeah.
welcome back to the Producer Lounge, everyone. If you're new here, this is our production podcast. We're going to talk music production, and that's it.
That's it.
I promise.
No going off the rails.
Promise.
Serious business.
Yes, serious business. It's episode 190,
Oh, my God.
Ooh, all right.
and we have a very special guest.
Oh, who's our special guest, Caleb?
It is Sinistarr.
What up, though?
Ooh, Sinistarr.
Welcome, bud.
What up, though? What's up? What's up, y'all?
What's
Not
up,
much,
dude?
Stoked to have you on the broadcast today.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Yeah,
Appreciate
dude.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stoked to dig into some production things.
Yeah, most definitely.
Dissect.
I got some questions.
Teach us the ways, oh sensei.
Fuck
Yeah,
yeah.
definitely. So, yeah.
Well-
yeah, stoked to be here, definitely. Yeah. Shouts to Creed, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out
yeah,
Dirty
Disco. Creed, Dirty Disco, you know.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Oh, hey.
Yeah, he told me about y'all, and I was like, cool, well, see what's up. And I checked your Instagram out, and I was like, oh, snap, okay, this is right on the money for what I want to do. So,
Hell yeah. Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
I was like, good. I've been,
Glad to hear it.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's been fun.
Yeah, we started this thing because we were kind of hanging out in the kitchen, and we'd always come back from our respective studios and be like, oh, this thing or this thing, I was working on this and I was doing this. And then we're like, there's no show like this. There's no podcast where people are just actually like, oh, I used a compressor like this today. It was fucking crazy.
Right.
You know, like nobody's talking about this stuff at all. It's all, oh, how did you start? Oh, okay. Interesting.
Yeah, definitely.
Which is fine.
On podcasts, it's a lot of that.
Yeah.
A lot of that.
Yeah, so much of that.
Sometimes, you can get Mr. Bill to go in.
Right.
Or someone like that. But,
Most definitely.
yeah. Or
And
it's
I do
direct
love that
tutorials.
stuff. That stuff is nice, like getting that background
Totally.
outside of production, but
Sure.
Right.
it is fun to have something like this where we're like, no, give us the sauce.
Give us the info.
Yeah.
Yeah, so awesome. Yeah. Thanks again, definitely.
Yeah,
So,
dude.
Of course,
Yeah.
man, of course.
Cool. Well,
Absolutely. What are we
Well,
going to start on?
that's the podcast. We did it.
Thank you for being here,
We
everyone.
did it, guys.
Check out
See ya,
Sinistarr
guys.
on socials. Boom.
We'll see you next week.
Yeah.
No, but there's many directions we could go. Right off the gate. Is
I
there any?
have one. If you don't,
I
Never
have
mind.
one.
You were going. I
I was
interrupted.
already going.
My bad.
I'm gonna steal Dave's because we were talking about it outside. Is there any current plugin or workflow that you're really
process.
digging into right now that's new and fun?
Something that's interesting you right now in the DAW world.
there's been two things. One thing, recently I literally just got the license for it. Serato Hex.
Oh.
Have you seen
Interesting.
anything about that?
Hex?
No.
Yeah, by Serato.
Oh, I haven't even heard of that.
It's like, I think it just rolled out not too long ago.
No shit.
I
Okay.
think it's like $99, but it uses all kind of like the effect functionality of Serato in like a VST.
Okay.
So you can chain it.
Interesting.
Yeah. I think Lord Finesse, Guy and Howard from Disclosure.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
A bunch of other people have presets on there.
No shit. Let's go.
Yeah, it's literally just like, Serato sample. Familiar?
Yeah.
Yeah, so same kind of setup, but basically it's like you can use it as like a performance tool, and then it has like
Interesting.
crazy automation with it. You can CC it to anything. So
Oh, cool.
Very
yeah,
cool.
yeah. So that's the first thing, and then
That's fun.
the second thing I've been doing is doing a lot of like MIDI generative stuff.
Hell yeah.
Oh,
Actually,
Let's go.
Yeah, I might have one more thing too now. Just thinking about it.
yeah. No, send it.
I'm
Keep it
not
going.
taking
Yeah.
So there's Spiral from Native Instruments, and I use that in like the Reactor environment, and then I would patch that to anything like drums or synths or something like that.
Oh, is it a triggering kind of a program?
Yeah, it fully triggers it. It's like a full triggering thing. It's
That
like,
sounds dope.
Yeah, just but you can basically attach it to anything and kind of run with it.
yeah.
So Yeah.
Didn't you just get Native Instruments?
I was just gonna say I haven't downloaded it yet, but I just got one of their ultimate bundle or their
Nice.
one of their bundles. Yeah.
If you have the Rhythm Source kit, I did some sounds in there for them.
No shit.
Yeah,
Oh,
so
dude,
let's
drum
fucking
and
go.
bass kit for them. So
Oh
Sick.
hell yeah! I can't
Yeah.
wait to check
So-
that out then.
shouts to them. So yeah, I just got Machine 3. It's been awesome.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah, have you seen the new Machine
No,
3
Mm.
environment? Yeah.
no, but we were talking about a machine a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, I use it pretty religiously. I have a micro, so I kind of
Okay.
use that as like a big knob for like editing and stuff like that.
Okay.
And doing step sequences and whatever.
Okay,
So
okay, sure.
yeah, I pretty much dive in that way with it.
Fuck
and
yeah,
then-
dude.
Yeah, and then the other thing I have is have you heard of Playtron at all? Like
Mm-mm.
Playtronica. It's this company that I've been working with them. They do it's another generative MIDI thing, but it's basically they have a focus on like conductive instruments. So you can attach it to like plants, or you can attach it to
Oh,
like fruits
fuck
and
yeah.
stuff, and, like,
Oh,
fuck
that
yeah.
kind of stuff is
Yeah.
so cool.
So you can close the loop and like do things like that. So I've been
Okay.
working with them. I actually have a video on my Instagram with me using that.
Sick,
So,
sick.
Yeah, you can kind of see it in action on there. And I have a new thing from them called Biotron. I'm gonna have a video for that out soon.
Biotron.
Yeah.
let's go.
It sounds like some crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. So
Yeah,
no, it's
yeah.
actually like pretty awesome. I went down to the gardening center here in Arvada and grabbed some plants because you attach it to plants and it basically acts as a theremin.
Oh,
around your
okay.
plant.
Oh, crazy.
Yeah, you can. So
Dude.
I'm trying to attach it to like bamboo right now, and you can do like no on and offs when you touch the plant and move
What
around
the
it.
fuck? That's
That's
so
Like
crazy.
light sources and stuff like that. So
That's super fun.
yeah, a bunch of stuff like that. So it's that's kind of what
I
I've
love
been
that.
excited about lately. Just like being able to dive in rather than just like sit at my keyboard and just keep playing keys.
I
and
know,
keep
I
playing
understand that,
chords
yeah.
and stuff. I can have a different approach to making
Hell yeah.
things and stuff. So
If you're so you're doing a lot of MIDI generation, it sounds like. Where are you sending that MIDI a lot of the time? Like, how are you utilizing the generations?
I use Bitwig. For
Oh,
my
you're a
buds.
Bitwig guy? No shit.
Shouts to Bitwig.
Shouts
to
Bitwig.
I'm not a Bitwig guy, but I'm gonna give you a high five for it.
Shouts to the. Hey,
I am a Bitwig
Shouts
guy.
to the Bitwig.
We are
Yeah.
huge
I work-
Bitwiggers.
I work with them. Bitwig.
Dude, Bitwig
That's
Nation.
really funny.
It is what it is.
It's what it is. Hey,
Hey,
sometimes it be like that.
it's the best DAW, dude. It's
That's
so
excellent.
good.
So
It
sick.
reminds me. It's like Apple. It's like Apple Logic
Uh-huh.
environment, but
Yep.
it's like Ableton stretching, time
Mhm,
stretching, but
mhm.
then it's like all sorts of brand new stuff. It's like they pretty much paid attention to every corner
Right.
of everything. So
And it's a modular just heaven.
yeah,
Yeah.
they have a pretty amazing community of people.
Yeah,
that are behind
They really
it,
do.
you know?
Mhm.
They really
Yeah.
do.
Yeah. So shouts to me, and shouts to everybody at Bitwig.
Sponsor us. Sponsor us. Come on, guys.
Dude, I'm getting scared honestly because at first when you guys first hopped into Bitwig, it was relatively new. Like the heads knew about it and they were kind of transferring.
Right.
And now like I just see more and more people transferring over and I'm like, fuck.
It's good.
Am I ready one
It's
day? Do
great,
I have to make the
'cause
change?
I do like I have a certain workflow with everything, but like
Sure.
yeah, I usually just start in Bitwig because I can do so many different applications of things.
Sure. Oh, yeah.
So
Yeah.
like I need to break down some MIDI stuff. Even going back to Spiral, I can set up
Yeah.
another channel and then just record all that MIDI. all
Is
the
that
note
what you'll
changes
do a
and
lot of the
everything.
time? Is record MIDI and then go and like
Yeah.
have MIDI available to you to just throw on shit whenever
Yeah.
you want?
It's whatever's generating from the Spiral. So
Yeah.
whatever note changes I'm making or whatever chord changes I'm making, scale, whatever.
Mhm.
It's
Mhm.
basically just landing in Bitwig, and it's just all data that I can chop up
Yeah.
and
Fuck yeah.
get into. So
I love
and
that
then
kind
I
of
can
stuff.
play around that or
Yeah.
kind of go from there.
So then does that look like something like using like a key filter into like some kind of synthesizer or something like that, or is it you using it more on like the drum side of things?
I use it for everything.
Everything.
Just samples,
sounds about
whatever.
right.
I've done
Anything and
remixes.
everything.
Yeah, I use it for everything. So just see what happens.
Fuck yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Dude, the generative stuff is always so much fun to play with. Like any creative way you can find a way to just generate a bunch of random MIDI notes for you. And then you go through and you're like, oh wait, this little phrase right here, like that's something. I could build a whole track around just the start of this kind of thing.
Yeah, exactly. And I come from like house and techno and like got into drum and bass and jungle later on. So it's just like kind of using those same techniques of like sample and holding and all that stuff, and then transferring it over to like, I don't know, chopping up an almond break and doing the same thing and coming up with some weird rhythm. So
Yeah.
works out.
That's cool, man.
Take some of the light work, take some of the work out, but at the same time, it's like, no, it's just, setting your parameters and it doing its thing. So,
Right.
Yeah, which is awesome.
Yeah,
Fun to check out.
everyone's all scared of like the AI overlord that's about to take over kind of concept with
Here we
music.
go.
I know. I'll be short with it.
AI segment.
But like we've been doing like that kind of thing for a while now, like generative MIDI, generative anything.
Well, AI is a tool. I'm for it in terms of like, well, I mean, in Machine 3, there's stem separation, and it has to use that level of like, modeling. It has to use some sort of like level of modeling for it to work.
Right.
And I was using what was that, AI and stuff like that to for stem separation stuff.
Sure.
Like,
Oh,
okay,
it's definitely
that's
a tool.
great. Like
Yeah,
there
it's
was,
great.
I know how to do it, the manual way, and which is absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah.
It's been that way for eons. So
Right.
yeah,
Right.
it's not. I don't really make edits like that. I don't really like. I really do want to get to a certain part of a sample or something like that. I can get it and go from there.
Yeah,
So,
which is nice.
yeah. So,
Yeah, we had a homie come in here.
That's AI is good for that.
Yes.
So.
We had a homie come in here. He's AI splitting tunes that he wants to play and make edits for, and then just like mixing the stems that it gives him just back to make him fat as fuck.
Oh, crazy!
I never
That's actually
I never
a good way
ever
to do
thought
it.
about that.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like it still has a little bit ways of a way to go. because
Yeah.
it has,
I mean, that's hard as fuck. To
It's
just
gotta be so
separate
hard.
Instruments and shit.
Yeah, but even with that, it's just like it's still being fed so much information still. So like it's still it's there's still artifacts. There's
Early
still,
days.
weird things that are you need to be able to like polish, I guess.
Right. Yeah. Totally. I bet you we give it like 5 years, it'll be fucking insane though.
Yeah,
and then
we
like
also
10 years,
yeah.
it'll just be flawless.
Yeah, I'm cool with like that. It's stem separation and stuff like that. It's already built into things anyway. I use Serato sometimes when I DJ, so yeah, they have stem separation for that. It's like doing that live in a live setting, excellent. So,
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
It's kind of sick. I wish more artists gave out stems for things. Like that's a thing I've only seen like a few big artists do.
right. Yeah, no, I get that.
Yeah, I do get why, but also it's like,
Well,
I don't
release
know,
your
some
own then,
people
dude.
I will when there
Release your own stuff.
one day when
Yeah,
there's a
do it.
demand for it, I will
Practice
happily.
what you preach, bro.
Yeah.
Throw them on the Patreon.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, I think the
People
last
can
time.
pay for it.
Yeah, the last time I gave out stems, I think it was me and Dr. Jeep did a competition for Native Instrument. Well, no, it was for Plush Recordings, who I
No shit.
work for Plush now, like as A&R for them.
Oh, really?
Hell yeah,
Nice.
that's sick. You did like a remix competition type thing?
So yeah, we did like a remix thing, and it was like me and Dr. Jeep, and one of the prizes was a Native Instruments. Like I think you got a machine.
That's
for
sick,
it,
dude.
so-
I would love a
yeah,
machine.
but now I gave out a bunch of stems for that. So it's like
That's
it was
cool.
like after a few years after that came out, there were a few people that were like, "Didn't win, but here, didn't win, but here." I was like, "Cool, thanks, cool, thanks."
Can
Like,
we still get those stems? Because I will happily to go download those.
Ooh, probably, I don't know.
Yeah,
I can-
still online
you know,
somewhere.
We can have a look. So
Yeah.
Probably on the internet somewhere.
Hell yeah.
yeah, most definitely.
So something that's been on my mind lately with production is call and response. I played a show a few months ago, and one of my close friends was like, in like a constructive criticism way, he was like, I noticed there's a lot of like full frequency bass sounds or full frequency everything happening all the time. There's not a lot of like just relief except for like the breakdowns kind of thing. So my venture the past like month or so has just been finding ways to do creative call and response that has that like nice contrast in your music. Is that something that like you think about a lot during your production process, or is it like an afterthought?
Yeah, most definitely. Like I do that all the time.
Okay.
Yeah, I stay doing that. Like,
Yeah, hell
it's just
yeah.
like, kind of like, you think about hooks and things like that, and just how you keep that energy up, but like still keep it interesting.
Totally.
Whether it's a synth and a vocal or a vocal itself or anything along the lines of that.
Yeah. And it's cool because you can think about it in that like technical way, like full frequency or less frequency.
Yeah.
Or in like the songwriter where you're like, oh, I have this hook here, and then the response to the hook, and like, do I change the hook again?
Yeah. I think it's even more like you can go further and like say it's like textural almost. Like, you know, we can like go from like something harder or something softer, but it's still like kind of complementing but contrasting each other.
Totally.
Oh, yeah.
Totally.
But in
Right.
like a certain number of bars, certain number of like measurements or something. So,
Right.
Yeah.
Get scientific with it.
Yeah, you can go
Right.
deeper and deeper. But like overall vibe, like that overall like feeling and stuff, like that's what I think of call and response is like just weighing that balance in between like I like when I DJ, it's like, you know, or even make like overall music. There's a point in time I'm like the balance like kind of light and dark, but like stay in the middle, like just modern music. Just
Yeah,
sounds like
finding
that,
the
you know?
balance.
Modern music
yin
just
and
sounds like that
yang.
in general. So it's like it has that nice balance. So try to hunt for that all the time. So
Are you trying to use like analyzers or like any tools to do that, or is it more of just like you feel it out kind of thing?
no, I've got the spectral analyzers. Eyes and ears on everything pretty much. So
Yeah. Okay.
I
Like you're
soft
saying.
listen and I pay attention to every detail of everything that I'm.
All right, confirmed he uses analyzers.
Yeah, absolutely.
Let's go.
I
Good
use
information.
Spectral. I see the spectral there too. Very nice.
Yeah.
It's looking good. It's looking great.
Yeah.
It is looking great.
The high end looks beautiful.
That actually
got the nice roll off there.
I know,
Yes, sir.
right? Yeah.
We've had a couple years to figure this out a little bit.
Yeah, no, it's good.
No,
it's
yeah.
good. It's excellent.
We're
I know exactly how it
slowly
goes,
getting there.
so,
Yeah.
Yeah. Caleb and I got Vision 4X a while back, and it's been fucking
Oh, it's
amazing.
the best.
Nice.
Best analyzer.
That's what's up.
That shit is amazing.
Yeah, I use another program too called ReNoise.
Okay.
Oh, I haven't heard of that one.
I feel like I have heard of that.
Yeah, ReNoise. ReNoise is a good one. Basically, it works as a like non-linear tracker. I don't know if y'all are familiar with trackers or not. It's what
Go on.
It's what what folks used to do in the 90s and in early 2000s.
Okay.
With video game music, to make jungle, drum and bass.
Oh, I know what you're
So
talking
like
about.
the
Yeah.
old Amiga system had
Oh,
that.
yeah.
Excuse me.
They use that for like early Mario type stuff, right?
No, early Mario.
Oh,
Early Mario had their own environment, which was absolutely insane. So.
Okay, yeah.
I have heard of this. It's basically a DAW, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's fully a
Yeah.
DAW.
Yeah.
So it works with everything that you can see, and they just like got Ableton Link support, which has been incredible. So
Oh,
But
crazy.
it's a scroll style or whatever they
yeah,
call it.
it's tracker
Your
style. Yeah, so basically,
style.
not only do you see the MIDI ticks through there, you see the MIDI notes kind of in hexadecimal.
Okay.
Yeah, basically that means like it's a data between like each note, so it's 0 through 9, A through F, and it just kind of works in those values and kind of goes from there.
Interesting.
Yeah,
okay.
I was watching a
That's neat.
jungle video, and a guy was going in between Ableton and this.
Was that quad? Was that a quad video? Whole jungle, like he had a whole like analog setup, and then this.
I don't know. It was a guy who did like a couple videos, and then he did like a 2-hour one, talking about a bunch of different breaks, and No, I can't remember the guy's name.
But yeah, there's a lot of people. Actually, I think I might be on this. If you want to look at it, if you look at the artist, there's like an artist thing. What if it's still on there?
You're saying you
Probably.
might have some.
Scroll down. Yeah, here. Yeah, I think I might be. So,
Yeah.
there I am.
Hey, ayo.
Dude, let's fucking go, baby.
Strictly
Fucking-
drum and bass
Yeah, it's
producer.
I haven't updated it, but it's all good. It's fine. I did it, but
You
yeah,
make
can
Jump
see-
Up, right?
Yeah, totally. Melting faces.
All right, that's fine.
Yeah, so a bunch of other folks, me, John Tejada,
Yeah.
Richard Devine uses it.
Let's go.
FFF.
Richard Devine uses everything.
Yeah,
Yeah, Akira
sure.
Katashi is excellent.
That guy's got just stacks upon stacks upon stacks of random fucking shit that he's working with.
I forgot
Unreal.
about Venetian
he
snares.
actually used the
Oh,
Playtron.
Venetian snare.
He actually used the Playtron thing too.
Oh,
And
okay.
he put worms like basically you can like have a conductive
Worms.
it's fully conductive, so
Yeah.
yeah, he just wet the bass and then just set the thing on the bass, set the worms on the bass, and the worms are just like, and then he's closing the circuit through
What a
whatever,
goat.
and it's just like, it's the craziest thing.
That guy is
So,
a
yeah,
goat.
yeah. So I use this program to finish everything.
That's who we need to get on the pod.
Amazing.
Yeah, so,
Dude, that'd
yeah.
be crazy.
I love that they put you right up top too.
Yeah,
Fucking
I think it was
let's
the latest.
go.
I think that was the latest one they updated. There's so many more people that have like used it now. It's awesome. So yeah, I've been. It's been cool meeting folks and like learning what they use. I'm like, oh, me too. That's actually excellent. They didn't make. I can hear it. It's like, but it's not a sound. It's like you can hear the complexity of like
Right.
what they
right.
do and
Like the
stuff. And I'm like, oh,
functionality.
okay, cool. Yeah, it's really fun. So.
You can hear the process.
Yeah, you can come up with some crazy stuff in there. So, I mean, there's only like a few ways you can do that. It doesn't sound like artificial.
Yeah,
And,
yeah.
this program really brings like some organicness into
Interesting.
that. So,
I gotta check
not
that.
again,
I
like-
gotta look deeper into this one.
Yeah.
yeah, it's
right.
really excellent. So I use that for remixes and chopping stuff. I start in Bitwig, and I'll use Bitwig and Machine and that
Mhm.
environment, put stuff together,
hmm
move it over to ReNoise, finish it up there.
There you go. There you go,
Oh,
man.
Shit.
You got a system down. Hell yeah.
Yeah, entire system.
That's what's up. Interesting. So if I'm gathering correctly, this is like very chop heavy kind of vibes
You can
or
do what
something
you want
like
in this.
that.
You can do what you want in this. You can automate.
And you're ending
Yeah,
in
here we
it.
go. Tracker interface, sampler,
Yeah,
pattern
so
matrix,
it
yeah.
scrolls through
Yeah.
from bottom, or I guess from top to bottom.
Yeah, it goes top to bottom, and then the
Hilarious.
pattern matrix is your like kind of block setup. Like it shows all everything that you've written
Right.
out, like in MIDI,
Like,
and what have you.
Okay.
Session view in Ableton almost.
basically.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
you can use this as a live
Mhm.
triggering device.
Okay.
This thing's a beast with external gear. This
Okay.
thing's amazing with external.
I can
gear.
see that. That makes
Yeah,
perfect
it
sense.
works so nicely. My last studio I was in had a Kurz, like an old Kurz wheel. I don't know if you're familiar with Kurz wheel or not.
Piano?
Yeah. So it's a K2000R. Are you familiar with that at all?
I don't know
So
that
the-
deep.
so it's
I
this
want to be
old-
like, yeah, of course.
yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I don't know. No, I don't want to assume. But basically, it's like all. Remember, do you ever watch Baywatch?
Sure.
Baywatch.
Maybe.
I haven't. No.
You watch Baywatch.
Yeah.
So all that music, right? So when they
Oh,
have to
yeah.
like keep cranking out like episodes every week, they needed the guy to knock out this like modern synth stuff.
Uh-huh.
Ah.
More times than not, they use that Kurz wheel, and like I had that access to that. in the
That's
studio, so
sick.
yeah, I get to use this with that.
Oh,
A lot.
fun.
Sick.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
that's
very,
fun.
it's very, very, very menu heavy because it's one screen.
Right.
There's all these little buttons.
Yeah, of
Like,
course.
tapping and scrolling button. Like
Yeah.
4 different patches and all these different things.
Yeah.
You can just keep like loading it, and it came with this little disc that you pop in, and
Mhm.
like
Hilarious.
with way more patches,
Yeah.
et cetera, et cetera.
A
But yeah,
bank CD.
yeah, basically,
Yeah.
and it was like probably like a meg.
Right.
Megabyte.
Right.
But you
right.
got
Right.
30 more presets.
Sysx patches.
Yeah.
crazy.
But yeah, so it uses all that. You can control whatever you need to off of any of this stuff. The sampler is incredible. The time stretching and all that stuff.
Dude, I want to play. Yeah.
Really fun.
I love this. Also, I'm having a blast because usually we have a guest on and they're like, oh, have you heard of this thing and this thing? And we all know it. And like 5 times already, I'm like, no, what is this new fascinating thing? Holy shit.
It's
Teach
usually
me.
my conversation, like whenever we talk production, whenever I talk production to anyone. So
Yeah.
like, what?
Yeah,
What
let's
are you
go.
What is this?
Let's
Like,
go.
oh, okay.
That's sick.
Hell yeah, man.
$75.
Yo.
Good.
It's
Good
good for
price.
10 keys. So yeah, the full version license 3.4 to 4.4.
It's got
so I was
10
on
keys?
2.7. What's up?
It's got 10 keys.
It's good for 10 keys.
Oh, fuck.
So here's the thing too.
That's
is like,
crazy.
So I bought it when it's 2.7.
Okay.
And for basically like I don't know, the past 12 years I've been using it. I just got 3.4.
Oh. Okay.
Oh,
So,
wow.
yeah,
Okay.
When they update with
How-
intent a little bit.
Nice.
Right. How long
Respect
has it
to
been
that.
around?
I want to say since the early 2000s.
Okay,
So, yeah. And it didn't, each year it's just get more features that
Mhm.
Yeah.
cater to modern production. And yeah, the automation and like I said, all that stuff is incredible. Yeah. I really like it. Really enjoy it.
Fuck yeah.
Amazing, dude.
It made a lot of good records. So that's
Yeah.
like, you're not into, even with the arrangement of everything, you're not looking at,
A timeline.
yeah, you're not looking at, you are, but you aren't.
Yeah.
Like, it's really interesting, like, because you're looking at the timeline of the patterns and stuff like that. But
Yeah.
then, like, yeah, you can see the time up in like the upper right corner. They keep it very inconspicuous. So you can just like,
Right.
Fuck
make
yeah.
things, you
That's
you
so
just kind of
cool,
keep
man.
making. It's like you're listening to stuff rather than
Looking at it
yeah,
constantly.
yeah, just like staring at MIDI lines and why isn't this, that, and
Yeah.
the other. So
Mhm.
Break you out of your shit.
Right.
Yeah.
yeah, 100%.
That's awesome.
Breaking out of that is so nice.
Yeah, so that's been a good breakout. So.
I'm sure. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Brightwing on
Amiga.
there, modern Amiga, basically. Yeah, I would say so. Just like the setup of that, you can actually use Amiga settings in ReNoise too. So you can, yeah.
Hell yeah.
If you need
That's
to
cool.
control anything that caters more to that. So.
Nice.
Mhm.
Okay.
I don't know what Amiga is either.
I don't know either.
That's a very old computer that
Yeah.
cats used to do, make all that music on. Actually, if you want a more modern context of like trackers, Unreal.
Okay.
Yeah. So, Unreal has this file extension called UMX, and UMX is like it basically is like procedural. So if you're I'm walking out of this room, walking in the next room.
Right.
Something dramatic's happening. The music changes based
Yeah.
on all of that. That's where that comes from, is the UMX format.
Oh.
So yeah, they use trackers files and things like that.
Interesting.
To where every scene is
yeah.
built and then it's basically moduled into the game. So whenever that character or something happens in event,
Right.
it triggers
That
the
makes
music.
sense. I took a moment and thought about getting into game audio, and then I was like, this is a whole fucking thing to go down.
Anyone I've known that gotten into it though is like still making music, had a good time though. So
Yeah.
think
Yeah.
about it. Think
Yeah,
about it.
totally.
'Cause,
Yeah.
I've got two friends. One of them is doing the music for Rust. Or he does not the music, the sound design for Rust. I don't know if he's still there anymore,
Nice.
but my other friend Slater, he goes by Groves. He's awesome. He's on Exit Records with me.
Shout out.
Yeah, shout out to Groves for sure. He's out in Toronto. He did I forget the game he was on. Drawing a blank, but he does like pretty much high end. Like he gets up and just starts making sounds for all of them. So
That's sick.
yeah,
sick.
and yeah, when I saw him last time, he couldn't work because I guess the towers in Toronto like all like fell out like one. Like what? Yeah, they all
like a blackout?
yeah, complete
Oh,
blackout. The weekend of
Damn.
my party. So
Oh, damn.
yeah,
Yeah.
I flew in and he was like, "Yeah, I was supposed to work today and like chill out because I was gonna be like
Right.
you're chilling, working on music or whatever, and then he's like, I can't work tonight, so let's go for a walk.
Yeah, exactly.
Damn.
Time to go outside.
No cell phone service, nothing. So
Yeah, well, that's kinda nice.
Like off the grid, I guess. So
Yeah.
That's
like,
fun.
All of a sudden, there's peace.
Oh, whoa. I'm so
that was
less
chaos,
anxious.
really.
Yeah.
That was chaos.
Oh yeah.
I got there, like everyone was like, "What the hell is going on?
Yeah.
What is happening?"
It's the end of the world.
Yeah, not even.
The drones. The drones.
Yeah, the drones. Yeah, like woo. Yeah, it was crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy.
But yeah, anyway, Grows like, it does the same thing with
Okay.
sound design and all that type of stuff. So it's good.
Badass.
Fucking amazing. Yeah, I'm so excited. I got notes at the ready. I'm about to check out all this stuff after the pod.
Oh yeah, baby.
All right, write it down.
Ooh, some nice dead air going on right now.
Oh yeah.
That's
Oh, yeah.
nice.
What's this?
Mm.
Oh
All
yeah,
right.
press on. Send it.
Let's go.
It can also tilt. It
It broke the dead air.
can also tilt.
Oh
it
yeah,
in a
yeah. I know about
different
I know about the MIDI fighter.
Yeah.
Oh, you're on it. You're
who's
on
that?
it.
First person I saw was Sean Wasabi.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
okay.
Y'all know about Sean Wasabi?
Dude, yeah.
Y'all
Yeah.
up on that? Yeah, actually, like had I had dinner with him one time in LA. Another friend of mine was working on. I was like chilling with them and like we were all working on some music. When I first got there, they're like, "We're gonna meet up with this crew." It's actually Brownies and Lemonade. I met up with them.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
yeah.
fuck
I
yeah.
had no idea about any of them. This is like the second show they did like ever. And I had dinner with them and to meet all these people.
That's
And
cool.
then he's like, "Yeah, we're going to have a radio show. Go to my friend's radio show. We'll go kick it over there."
Yeah.
So yeah, I was like, "Yo, that was pretty interesting." But that was the first time
Yeah.
I saw one in person. Got to like try it out. You know what I mean? So,
Right, right. Yeah,
Mhm.
they're hella fun.
We had this little phase during the pandemic where we had like speakers outside or something because in our backyard we had this like big overhang area that was somewhat enclosed. So we would bring the speakers out and Dave just got that thing and we would just like make music outside
Yeah,
and
just
jam.
make
And
beats.
it was so nice just being out of the studio in like a fun environment. Like
right, definitely. So yeah, I definitely enjoy doing that sometimes. I kind of cut back a bit because like I was traveling so much DJing and then like trying to make music on the road was just weird. 'Cause-
Yeah.
yeah, what is that like? I can't imagine. Like, I feel like at first I would be excited, but then like
I've been diving in here and there, visual, like here and there, like every now and then and whatnot. But then like doing that and then trying to work on music and then DJing and then trying to repeat the process is like no, it's gonna tear
Getting
my
the
ears out.
food, getting to the place you need to go.
Yeah. It's like well,
Fraternizing with
not even
people.
that. Like that's all like whatever. But it's like on the process of like your ears, right? Like,
Sure.
Right.
Oh
you're just,
yeah.
like constantly fighting the airplane or fighting whatever
Yeah.
you're doing, like work on music and then
Interesting.
yeah, and then you get to your place and then try to work on that, and then you're going to a loud club,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and then kind of go from there. So
Dude.
I like to keep
Peace
my
and
ears at
quiet.
rest, yeah, from now and then. So
Yeah, it
but
is.
yeah, it's nice. I've had some downtime in between certain things too, so I can like sit and work or whatever city I'm in. I'm like, studio, where's that?
Yeah.
Where's it at? Where's it
Yeah.
at? So not even like a rental thing. It's like a friend of mine with the studio.
Sure.
Right.
Such
Yeah,
as
of course.
yours.
Yeah,
Like, you know,
exactly.
Let's go. Yeah,
exactly.
that's fun.
So I've got my home studio.
That's
too,
the
not too far from
dream
That
in my
is.
head.
Yeah.
We haven't
Yeah.
gotten into any kind of touring, but that is the dream. Is like, all right, we're going here. Where's the homies at? Let's
Yeah.
go find a
Yeah.
studio and make some
I've-
beats with
yeah,
homies.
Many times I've crashed on like
Yeah.
friends' couches for like, or the studio couches, even not even their crib.
Yeah.
Like I'm like in and out. So I'm like, all right, cool. Well,
Right,
Yeah, right.
right.
let me chill here and work on this track.
Dude,
Fucking
100%.
find my way, play my thing and go. You know.
Yeah, get in a fun environment
Yeah,
to
exactly.
fuck with some music for a second.
Yeah, totally. You know,
Yeah.
and tapping with the friends on the road and stuff.
Yeah, 100%.
Right.
Yeah,
Sounds
my
great.
friends have some pretty dope studios. So
Yeah.
yeah.
I believe it.
that.
Yeah,
It
I
helped me
believe
build
that.
mine. It helped me build mine pretty nicely. So you know,
Okay.
like, have different experiences in different people's studios and see how
Mhm,
things
mhm.
sit and fit and stuff. So
Yeah, it's always fun.
Dude, that's so valuable.
yeah,
Yeah.
1,000%. And, I've seen like big, huge, Red Bull sponsored studios, and
Mm-hmm.
my friends like apartment studio that might
Right.
be something absolutely amazing. Like two
Right.
little tiny speakers. You guys were talking about General like earlier, and I'm like, yeah, perfect. Like, I love those General X, So
Mhm.
Yeah,
it's
those
always
speakers
just
are
like
nice.
that idea of like, you can pretty much make anything in any type of application.
Mhm.
Just angle it right, I guess.
Totally.
Yeah.
That's like a benefit
Put
that
so
we
simply.
have.
Yeah.
That we have like 3 separate studios, all with different monitors and different acoustic treatment.
What you got?
As for my speakers, God, what are they called? They're the new ones I just got from my buddy.
Yeah, that we were
And I
talking about
don't
earlier.
They're
remember-
focals.
Yeah, they're
Yeah,
They're-
I
Focal.
got focals. Nice.
think 8
AP40.
inches.
Nice.
Yeah,
Nice.
they're fucking. So I was working with the Yamaha HS8s, and those have got me through the past years. Like, they sound great, but then I got these ones, and I was like, oh, there's like a 20% boost, 25% like sub sound cleaner. The
Dude,
high end is a little bit sharper.
Those focals have so much ass.
They do. They got some booty.
Insane, dude.
They got
It's just
some.
like you barely turn it up and the whole room's just flabbing.
Dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it front port or
Yes.
back port?
Yes,
for the-
front port.
Is it front port? Is
Yeah.
it top bottom? Or
Bottom.
Is it bottom?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Nice,
And
yeah.
it pushes. It pushes
Nice,
some air.
nice,
It pushes,
nice.
yeah.
What's up? What about you?
I have KRKs.
Yeah,
Ever
yeah,
since
yeah. You mentioned the KRKs. I remember that.
I have 8s. They're
Yeah.
old. I'm just broke.
Oh, good.
Basically, I've had them for fucking ever.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
They work fine for me.
Yeah,
at
no,
this
use them
point.
until it drops.
I want, like I said, like I was telling you, I really do want to get some like nice 6s, but I want to spend a bunch of money.
As like a
Whenever I
secondary
do.
to switch.
Well, yeah, I was looking at Focal Adams before I thought
Mhm.
about the
Yeah.
just doing a lateral move and getting my Mackies. So yeah,
Yeah.
Okay.
I was like, all right, do I just go for the gold and stuff?
Focal Adams.
Mhm.
But I'm very,
Mackies.
very, 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 very picky with that stuff. So I was
Yeah.
like,
Mhm.
all right,
Sure.
Mhm.
look at the bad reviews first. What happened?
And you're vibing with those Mackies, huh?
Yeah, completely. I mean, it's the same things I've used forever. So
Okay.
it's like, but they're just the upgraded versions of that.
Sure.
Right,
sure.
right. Yeah.
which has been excellent. So yeah,
Yeah.
it worked out for me. So,
And
yeah,
I got some JBL 8s
nice.
Yep.
Nice. Yeah.
with a sub.
Funny
Although,
enough-
I think I'm going to turn the sub up.
I don't know if we brought this up on the podcast, but he actually won them in
I
like an
did win them.
Instagram giveaway or
no,
something.
it wasn't Instagram.
No?
It was a raffle at Guitar Center.
Guitar
I
Center?
went there.
Okay.
I was getting picks or something, or strings, and back when I used to play the guitar.
Ooh.
And I just started to produce, so I was there, and they had a little thing for JBL, and it's like, fill out this little thing, put it in here. You could win any of these things or whatever. And then I got a call like a month later, and they're like, "Hey, you won some speakers." And I was like, "Oh,
Yeah.
good," because I didn't have anything. I was on some laptop speakers.
Mhm.
So, and that was a decade ago now.
I remember I
Yeah.
first met you
9
guys,
years,
and
whatever.
that I had like a shit nothing studio, like a first year producer studio, you know. And I walk over to their house, and he has the Rockets, and you have the JBLs, and I was like, oh my god, speakers.
Yeah. I remember that entire moment too.
Yeah, dude, it's good. It's nice,
Like,
right?
The homie's house, you're like, whoa, what's up?
Yeah.
Actually, like the homie that lived up the street from me when I was back home when I was back in Michigan, is producer named Chains.
Chains,
yeah.
okay. Shout out Chains.
Shout out Chains for real. Like, he's a pretty big hip hop producer now. But he lived down the road from me, and he would just like I'd walk in his basement, and the basement's just like rows of like just blown out like JBLs and stuff like that. Because he was like on the MPCs, like getting it cracking.
Destroying.
Yeah. Hey, one blew out, next one, So.
Dude, honestly,
Yeah,
that's sick.
he know how to
that-
like mix and like he knows how to mix. He knows how to get down and all that. So
Yeah.
it's just like extra funny though. I'm like,
Yeah, that's hilarious.
I love that he just keeps the old ones. Like, here's
trophy.
the wall. Yeah, here's the
Yeah.
trophies.
you know what I mean?
the
That's so sick.
the catacombs.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. So yeah, I love that. So like I said, I've seen like big, like huge speaker systems like that. And,
Mhm.
Yeah. So it helped me dial my stuff in a lot more.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude. Yeah.
Yeah. By way of subwoofers, I have a sub pack as well too. So.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
I've
thought
always
about
wanted
those.
to use one of those. You've had like a good experience with him?
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, slide by. I have two of them. I usually
You have two? Okay.
Yeah, they're all set up like so. When folks come in the studio, we now I have 2
Yo, you
sub-packs.
can all
Nice,
rock.
yeah.
That's
yeah, we
sick.
can all get
That's
get into
fucking
it.
so sick.
Yeah,
Oh,
Pop it
Yeah.
on, bro.
Yeah.
do you ever?
That's gotta be nice with the 6s as well. So
yeah,
you can
just
get that
like, it's
feel.
just like boy, I just had some folks over to the spot, and one of the guys, he didn't really make music, but he's like, one of the, in the crew, and
Yeah.
yeah, one of
he's
the
chilling.
homies.
He's like, yo, this is like a deprivation chamber.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah.
Yeah,
I'm like, yeah. And he's like, I've dialed this, so it's like,
supposed to be
you know.
dead, baby.
Dude, yeah.
And it sounds like really great in there, And I live with 2 other DJs that they do a radio show on Thursdays on DB Radio.
Oh, sick.
Yeah, on dbradio.com. So
Hell yeah.
Shout out.
yeah.
What's their show called?
Tales from the Dark Side?
Tales from the Dark
yeah,
Side.
Shout to Solid, shout to Rumble Junkie.
Everyone go check that shit out. Hell yeah.
So yeah.
Have you ever tried the sub pack on the floor move? I've heard some people say that that's a nice move because after a while your back is just rumbling forever.
It's just
Yeah, you put
I
your
don't
feet
put it,
on
I don't
it.
put it like straight on my back because I'm just like,
Yeah.
This is like weird.
Yeah.
That
No,
radiation.
it's cool. The backpack one is amazing though. Don't get me twisted. Yeah, that backpack model is dope. But I use I have both the M2s,
Okay.
and yeah, they have like a cool strap that you can just because I have like a mesh chair. You can just pop it on the back of the chair.
Right, so it
That
vibrates.
that
Behind the
seems like
mesh.
the move.
And
Yeah.
it's so much better. It's like
Mhm.
rather than set it there, and then I have a bigger chair that you can just you can sit on that, but the model of that one is a little older, so it has a different intensity kind of setting on it. So.
Oh,
But it dials in, fine. Everything just
Mhm.
dials in perfectly. You can feel everything in it. So
Right.
it's good.
Right. Fuck yeah, dude. So
that's fucking fun.
another thing I've been focusing on, one of my goals for 2025 is I'm trying to find this balance between when I make my song, I want it to be mixable and DJable and people can play it. But I also don't want to like limit my creativity on like if I want to do weird shit with structures or do that kind of thing or have a bunch of shit in my intro that like might be chaotic to mix. Like, is that something you think about a lot?
Oh, definitely. But yeah, you can. I mean, you can do all that. Just mix it right. Or just be able to just mix it right.
That's true.
Amen.
Maybe I just need to get better.
Just mix it right.
Yeah, mix it right. Like yeah, just like you can
Let's
do
go.
whatever you want. on
Man after
that.
my own
Like,
heart right here.
I know.
Just mix it right.
That's what Caleb always tells me. He's like,
That's
dude, I
it.
swear.
Yeah,
you just
you
gotta
literally do
be a
it.
better
It's
DJ.
like my space is built up to mix to 0. That like to mix it as close to 0 as I can, and then when it bounces out, I can like just adjust one knob, and it's like cool, -6, -3, but it's still clocking in exactly how it would clock in if I were to play it something else.
Sure.
It'd still be -6 on the phone, and it'd still be -6 on any meter that you put it on. You can just mix it to 0. This like as close as you can. Like make sure everything is
Sure.
light and right, and
Yeah.
in the right place, and
Light and right.
Make sure
Right, right,
it's
you know.
proper. And when you twist any sort of knob, you're like, okay, I know what
Yeah.
it's doing and I
Yeah.
can trust it.
yeah, you can put as many things in the intro. I mean, obviously make it make sense, but
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
so you can just go crazy with it.
Okay.
Just
dude.
just get your mix right. Just get your mix and everything. I have a remix coming out right now for Starkey. It's on the way out soon.
Okay.
Go.
Hell yeah.
Big ups.
Yeah, he also mixed it in Atmos.
Oh, let's
dude,
go.
I'm so jealous
So
of that.
first Atmos
One day.
mix. So, yeah.
Oh.
I'm excited to hear that.
Yeah, me
That's
too. Because there's
good.
only 2. I think there's only 2, like 2 or 3 Atmos studios here in Colorado.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
Yeah.
You haven't
Oh,
even
shit.
heard it
I
yet?
haven't heard it at Atmos yet. So yeah,
Dude.
just to see what that sounds like.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
I'm so jealous. That's
Fun.
so sick, dude.
Yeah, I had no idea. I was like, oh, okay, cool. Well,
Mhm.
my other homie Ilya, that runs Android Dungeon, he's putting it out, and yeah, it's Starkey's LP that's coming out now. Oh, coming out now. It's like now. I'd say now this year, but yeah, in the
Yeah.
next like little bit here. So
Hell yeah.
yeah.
Hell yeah. Oh
Yeah.
my god.
What
I'm excited.
what do people do with an Atmos mix? Do they have like home studios or do
No.
clubs have Atmos sometimes?
So this particular one, I guess it's in the school that he teaches at in Philadelphia.
Okay.
He has access to that. He's the head of music
Yeah.
for that. So
Also, it's
Excuse me.
Atmos, not Atmos.
Yeah, ATMOS.
Yeah. Dolby Atmos.
Yep.
Atmosphere.
He's
Atmosphere.
Atmospherics. I think it's like a 27-point system or something.
Yeah,
crazy.
it's so fucked up. It's
Yeah.
like, yeah.
Yeah. It's like over here.
You
over
have
here.
to be in a specialized place to even listen
You
to
have
it.
to,
Yeah, it's a
to listen to
specialized
it, yeah.
format. You have to be in a special place to like play that certain
So
track.
fun.
But
That's awesome.
they have consumer products like Apple has a crazy system that's like
I believe it.
yeah.
Mhm.
But yeah, I mean, who else has I think there's some app like headphones and things like that. I'm sure
There's gotta be.
Yeah, I'm sure there's some other things on the market that are Atmos ready and Atmos compatible. So
Right.
yeah,
I-
home systems at least. But for the most part, yeah, in terms of hearing that in the studio, yeah, we gotta like kind of dig. Yeah, I think
Go
one in like
find the
Loveland and
special
Evergreen.
ones.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like,
Okay.
hey, can we come listen to a song there?
Yeah. Can we come mix
for
our
real,
song
like,
in
really like
there?
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even try to mix a song in there. So yeah, it's a mixing.
How do I book?
Yeah, how do we?
Book an hour?
I have no idea.
It's probably booked out like a year and a half.
Probably so
Yeah.
expensive.
Just a bunch of nerdy.
I'm
Oh yeah,
pretty much calling a friend of a friend at that point. I'm like, yeah, okay, who knows it?
Yeah.
yeah.
And-
Friend of a friend.
Who
You're like,
knows it?
yo,
Who
can you hook
going?
it up?
Yeah,
Right.
for real. So yeah.
I remember. So I first found about Atmos like 2 years ago or something, and I brought it up on the pod because I was so fucking pumped.
Yeah.
They have a YouTube video. I think they have a few they've released where it's a Dolby Atmos test, and you don't get the full experience. But like if you have some nice monitors, like all of us do, and some producers watching,
Yeah.
you just listen. They just make like a sound collage with sick visuals for you, and it sounds fucking insane.
It's so nice.
It's so fucking insane.
Yeah.
And-
it's cool.
You can so one of them I broke down. I just did like a YouTube to MP3 rip and I threw it in the DAW, and I wanted to use like all my little analyzer tools to be like, okay, what is going on here? And the amount of shit they're doing with like stereo field and just like
Your face was doing this right here. Like,
Right,
Dude, yeah.
exactly.
but just for a moment and then it tightens, like the attention to detail is fucking insane.
Right.
oh yeah.
Do you guys remember? So I've been super pumped on this concept of like multi-band panning, and I got this from Atmos. Yeah. So you can take your high end and pan it before your mids, and then have your lows pan after that, and create like this weird like swinging effect through your stereo field. And I do it as much as I can, as often as I can, if it makes sense. Like,
Yeah, it's like textural. Like I
Right.
said, back to
Mhm.
texture. It's
I
like,
always forget about that.
Yeah.
I remember when
Multiband.
you brought it up. I
Yeah,
was like,
you
that's
remember?
a really good idea.
yeah, I was so.
I think I did it once,
Yeah.
and then I was like, I
Like, that's
forgot.
the thing.
Right. I know that goes. Yeah, definitely. That's awesome.
Fuck,
If
I need
anybody
do
wants
that
to
again.
do like the easy version of it, Melda has their autopan or multiband autopan,
Multipan, autopan.
and it's just set up for you to do it. You
Mhm.
just fucking throw it on and play with shit, and you get cool stereo filled shit that's easy to use. That's the move. Do it. Play with it, because it's sick.
All right, boys. Well, we've done an hour.
Damn,
That's true.
Woot.
already.
Well,
That's
this
true.
has been lovely.
Yes.
Yeah.
We got a little bit more.
We're gonna end the
One
pod
little segment here.
with this little
Oh,
segment
yeah.
here where we watch some TikToks and
Let's go.
react to them. Looks like today we have an Instagram as well. So,
Whoa.
See if that works.
folks, mind your audio.
Oh, because our ears might explode from this.
RIP headphones.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can usually catch it, but we'll see what happens.
So why is that painting upside down?
We tend to put our paintings upside down when we're not working on them. Otherwise, you get used to what they look like. Your brain starts to tell your eye, oh, it's perfect, everything's good, just because the brain is used to seeing it. So we turn it upside down when we're not working on it so that our eyes and our brain don't get used to seeing it.
It's like practicing a passage back.
Whoa, this is what you brought to the table. Okay.
Yeah, I thought this one was interesting. It has nothing to do with music production, but it does have everything to do with art.
Do you remember? Okay, so like literally yesterday we were talking about whose fucking stream thing was I in? Oh, Hula Blue. Hula Blue. He
Shout
has his mini meters thing, and is it called the spectrogram? The one that shows over time the frequencies.
Yeah, that's spectrogram.
Mhm.
Okay, he had that upside down. I think we didn't talk about it on stream, but I think he did that thing where he's just like, I just want to see my music differently, just to like fuck with my head,
Interesting.
change the pace.
Yeah, I was gonna ask like what can we do as producers?
I was trying to
mirrors
make like a
this.
correlation for this
Can
in
we?
my head. It's
Can
like
can we hit up the Bitwig guys and Ableton guys and be like, make Ableton
Upside down it.
or like reverse, so
Right.
it plays from right to left, and when your waveforms, like your kick drum
just
goes
mirror
that
your
way.
screen.
Well, that would work in terms of when you're playing it, but you don't want to work on it like
No,
that.
you want to.
No,
you want to
'cause-
fuck with your head like that.
No, these guys, in regards to this,
well,
video
they
here,
need to get with
it's
it.
It's
It's-
a more visual perception.
right? It's
in
when they're
terms of,
not
like,
working on it.
In terms of like trying to arrange your music, like,
Right,
and
so-
still arrange your music in the way that you need to, but like just again, you said think about it differently.
Yeah.
Right, like
When
I
you
get
hit
it.
play, what happens to the point where you're like listening to
Yeah.
it or
Well, I
perceiving
mean,
it
that's
differently?
that's actually funny that they remind me of this is ReNoise. This is pretty much
right.
Oh,
Right.
ReNoise.
This is like
Sure.
literally like nail on the head.
Yeah, exactly.
If you want to get deep about it,
If we want to get deal, let's go. Yeah.
this is
Oh,
basically like where it's at. You're not listening, like you're not looking
At it.
at it. You're like
Mhm.
listening.
You're-
You're
yeah.
literally listening. It's the same data. You can change it, but you have like such attention to detail. You can just change like different numbers and stuff like that.
Totally.
You're
Fuck
still
yeah.
making music. Like you're not just
Mhm.
this isn't like you're not just listening to Spotify.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, right, right.
Oh, for sure.
Also, another quick move to just listen is Travis brought this up. I Am Mountain. On your master, just do a phase flip. So like everything you had panned left becomes right now, and everything you had, vice versa.
Oh, sure.
And then maybe that adds
yeah.
like,
do like an inversion. Or?
yeah, exactly.
I don't
exactly.
really put anything on my master, honestly. Like
That's
I try
fair.
to keep everything off my master. and
Just
I
for
try
the
to-
sake of like the listening session, like I wouldn't say export it with that, but
Oh,
like if
like
you
you could
wanted to
swap
have
the left and right,
what
basically.
I would do,
Yeah.
I would try to stay within stereo and mono as much as you can, like
Mhm.
or at least a flat stereo, or like not a flat stereo, or like a centered stereo, and then move it into mono as much as you can. So if you can't hear a difference between the stereo and the mono, you're pretty much good to go. And there's even like in your one thing I love hearing is like when I'm in a mono field, and then it's just like you can just hear you can almost hear the stereo feel too. So
Hmm.
Within the mono.
yeah, within the mono,
Yeah,
you're
right.
just
I don't
like,
cheat-
okay,
yeah,
this is
I
gonna
don't
sound
switch to
incredible on
mono
record.
enough.
This is gonna
Mhm.
sound,
Yeah.
like
Mhm.
amazing on
It's a good
something
point.
else, you know what I mean?
Right.
100%.
Yeah,
100%.
but
Mhm.
like when it comes to those different things, like hey, let's mix this rap, let's mix this with something else.
Yeah.
You know that it's not going to be on,
Yeah.
something. But
Yeah.
I can tell you more times than not. Yeah, where people have gotten very upset, like can't hear anything on the phone. Da, 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 da. And I'm like, oh well, yeah, you've just phased this out to like the atmosphere.
Yeah.
Right, right.
Yeah.
Phased this out to Mars. So so yeah.
Oh, for sure.
Let's go.
All right.
So, yeah. No,
Next
that's
one.
awesome.
Good to go?
What do we
Run
got?
it.
What do we got?
Run it.
Insta.
Oh, let's go. It's the man.
Compression. Basically, what you do is you
Here.
create two parallel paths for a sound to get to the output. One of them
fine.
you don't compress much or do whatever you want with. But
talk
the
about-
other one, you add a shit ton of compression. Really high ratio, really fast attack release, really low threshold. So you're digging in. You're getting like, 10 to 20 dB of gain reduction, really crushing the shit out of it. And then you blend that at a low level. And what happens is when you compress the pants off the thing, you've essentially removed all of the dynamic range from it, and all of the loud things are now being pushed way down in level. And what you're left with is the really low level stuff. Okay. And then you can just blend however much of that in you want to sort of move the back of the sound stage forward in the mix. It restricts your depth, but it compacts more density and perceptual level into the program material, right? Now, upward compression differs, okay? Like parallel compression, you do use a, threshold and a dynamic processor, but you don't do this in a parallel path. You do it in series. It's done to the full signal that comes out. And the distinction of it, apart from that, is that unlike a parallel compressor where you're applying like a ton of compression all the time to where there's no dynamics left, with upward compression, the quieter the signal is, the more it turns it up. And the louder your input signal gets, the less it turns it up. Whereas with a parallel compressor, it just crushes everything, okay? With an upward compressor, there's a little bit more nuance involved in the process where it analyzes the material and it adds more when more is needed and adds less when less is needed. And you can even, attach a downward compressor to that as well that controls the peaks. So you're inflating from below and then pushing down from the top.
OTT.
And that is exactly what OTT does.
Okay.
I talked about the gentleman's OTT. Sorry, ladies, it's not very inclusive language, but the cadence of the phrase is beautiful, you have to admit. It's sort of a more nuanced way of applying OTT in a more surgical way through multiplicity. Well, I do a lot of that exact sort of thing when I master, that sort of OTT approach where you push the loud stuff down and you push the quiet stuff up in that above-below methodology, right? That is something that doesn't give you as much perceptual level, I've noticed, as parallel compression, but it does it in a much more polite way, and it does it in a way that I think is a little prettier than parallel compression, because you get a lot of grit and like low-level distortion that gets brought up with it, and you also generate a ton of distortion from doing that much, compression on the signal, downward compression on the signal with fast time constants. It makes it very loud, but it generates a lot of distortion in doing so. If you want to do it in a more nuanced way, I recommend upward compression. So
I mean, we make rhythm, so it doesn't matter.
Parallel compression,
Right.
broken ashy, upward compression, bespoke and classy.
Bespoke and classy.
I like this guy.
It's Matt Davis.
Matt
Shout
Davis
out
is-
Matt Davis.
Matt
OG.
Davis.
This guy's a G.
Oh, look at Cut Rug in the comments.
Oh, I was
I get
gonna
it,
say
I get
he's part of the synthesis thing. He's doing some things with it. I didn't know his name.
I
but-
think it's like Matt, amplitude versus loudness is what he's talking about. And
There's
again,
some
I
of
said it throughout the whole thing. It's texture. It's literally how you want that to sound and feel.
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
yeah, it's a matter of like, if you want to have some data on that, you just down compression, like
Right.
Right, right.
But yeah, I mean, for like my approach to like how I want to hear that, I'm very akin to like techno and like house and stuff when I'm making music anyway. So
Mhm.
it's like a lot of mixing. It's like down to compression. It's like,
Right.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Which
trying
you're
to
not
get-
putting shit on your master, so.
not a thing, but I'm sending
Yeah.
everything to the buses. I'm sending everything
Okay.
to like
All right. Oh,
different
yeah, you're doing
channels, or
busing.
I'm just throwing it on there. I mean, it's pretty much anything goes. So with
Okay.
me, like,
Hell yeah.
it's either it's like reverb on the actual track to get it to move a certain way,
Mhm.
or send that to everything else, or send 10 of those things to everything else. Go from there. So yeah,
Yeah.
I like what he was saying about
Yeah, me
that.
too.
So yeah, that was awesome.
That guy's sick.
Yeah,
Amazing.
Cool.
The gentleman's OTT.
I love your response on that too. Let's go, buddy. Hell yeah.
Yo, what's up, guys? My name
If you guys don't know
Is it
who,
Borgor?
Yo, what's up, guys? My name is Borgo.
if you don't know
seen
who
him forever.
Borgor is,
I know. I
He's
forgot
back.
about Borgor.
He just showed up on my TikTok, and I was the happiest little boy ever.
Wow.
Shout out OG fucking that. I mean, it's not OG.
One of my homies
But-
managed him
Old
for a little
dubstep.
bit.
No shit.
Yeah, my homie Nathan.
Oh, that's cool.
Well, this is a
Hell yeah.
very informative tutorial here.
Okay. Sure it is.
I'm scared of what this fool about to say.
Yeah.
Made, like this crazy comeback,
Exactly.
and I'm pretty excited about it. But I'm gonna show you this trick we used to do back in the day, and no one's talking about it. It's kind of like hush hush. Let's get into it. It's pretty simple. Let's go with a square, low pass filter. It's good to put like the dome like this. A little bit of. Let's not forget to trigger. And that's it. It was great to see you guys.
I knew it. I fucking knew it. God damn it, dude. I was hoping it was going to be some shit like that. I discovered this insane method. You put
Yeah.
a filter on your
show you.
waveform.
And then it's just him making copy for the rest of the TikTok.
Amazing. This is This is how you come back, I guess, right?
Dude, I love it. I was like, follow immediately.
Instant coffee even.
I know. It's a sin.
Wild.
It's a sin.
Shit.
A wild move.
It's a sin. All right, the last one.
Shout out Borgor.
New plugin that I'm releasing.
Shout out this guy.
So I want to show you guys my new plugin that I'm releasing for free today. It's called Halo 3D Pan by me.
Oh,
It's
is
an
this
effect
legit
that
or is it
pans
another
the
joke
input
one?
signal
Nope, it's
like
legit.
it's in the room with you. So if I pan the signal to the left, it's gonna actually sound like it's coming from somewhere to the left of you when you listen in headphones, instead of just a normal pan, which is gonna make the signal sound like it's coming only out of one headphone. You can also control the height of the signal and the width, and it comes with this nice spectrum visualizer.
Very
Out now for
cool.
free.
Shout
It's
out
like
this guy.
It's like simulated binaural, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know.
something like that.
Okay, okay.
Nathan Blair, is that Nathan?
That's free, ain't it?
Yeah.
And it's free.
I'm gonna
Holy
write that
fuck.
down.
Let's
Yeah.
go. This reminds me of when EOS was on the pod, he was talking about Ambio Orbit. They were doing some sort of spatial emulation,
Yeah.
trying to be Atmos, basically.
Yeah. But it's cool though. Like you can use this. It's like
Why is
if
that?
you just pay attention to where your phasing is at, you pay attention to where your field is at. Like
Oh, yeah.
you can. It can sound great. You just got to keep everything within a certain range. So
Right.
you
I mean,
can
the
hear it on
more-
everything. You just want to be able to hear it on everything. So
Right.
Right.
That's kind of how I like think about mixing and stuff
Totally.
like
That's
that.
Totally.
the way to
Awesome.
think about it. I'm curious to see, like, if you did collapse it to mono, how it would affect it.
Oh, you mean clap system auto?
I love that
Clap
there's a
that.
kid
I
out
mean,
there just making
like,
a thing
yeah,
like this.
you can
though.
totally do that. It's
Very
just cool
cute.
because it's like you can almost hear the like if you stay within a range, you can almost hear the stereo still within that mono range. So
Mhm.
it is possible.
Yo, people seem to love it.
Personally, I like to do my kick hard left and my snare hard right, but
Right. That makes sense.
just because I'm like futuristic and innovative, dude. You know,
Avant-garde.
I'm avant-garde. Yeah.
I'm sorry, guys.
Halo 3D Pan.
What was it with the
Honestly, I love the UI. Shout out to that
See the
UI.
binaural, man?
Yeah, you called it. You called it.
Boom, boom. Have you seen the binaural mics?
No,
Oh, just look up
What
a
is
binaural.
that?
Have you never seen a binaural mic?
I didn't. How is
Look up the Newman, Neumann binaural mic.
that's so cool?
It's
What?
shaped like an ear or
It looks
ears.
like a head.
Yeah, it's like a
Oh,
head with
yeah,
ears.
yeah.
Yeah.
Which
Oh,
one?
Yes, this
On
one.
Down,
the
down there.
no bottom,
Yeah, bottom. Go down.
down,
That head.
third to the
The
right.
Oh,
That
oh,
one.
It's an actual head.
What the
Yeah.
fuck is that? What?
Because it records
Look how much
as
it
an
is.
ear would hear.
There's one that's like $26,000 or something like
no
that. Yeah, no.
way.
If you want to do sound
this is what
design,
the
to
chicks
wear- this
use.
is what used for binaural. So.
Hmm.
This is what you can also use if you're an ASMR person on Twitch.
Absolutely. Like that's like
Oh, it'd
money
be
maker
amazing.
there.
Yeah.
Damn, I
Oh,
need
there you
to.
go.
And then you can lick
Yeah, god damn it.
demonetized.
Yeah.
You get to licking up on that ear.
No, do it. No.
Mouth sounds.
Man, I need to upgrade my ASMR channel then. I'm licking on my basic mic.
Right.
Amazing. Good
Don't-
clips this week,
Don't be
Caleb.
licking on your mic.
I'm not licking, I'm sucking.
Don't do it.
I don't want to have to sanitize all the mics.
Again.
Well,
Again.
this one's got a poof, so I can.
You'd be surprised. Actually, maybe you wouldn't. Folks, thanks for tuning in to episode 190.
190. We had
Yes.
the
190
fucking
degrees.
legend. Thank you for
Sinistarr.
coming, buddy.
That's right, baby.
This was
Thanks for
so
having me.
good.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, no,
Excellent.
thank you.
Hell
Yes.
I've stuck out very soon because
You're good.
we're going for sushi.
yeah. Oh, hell yeah.
nice.
Little sushi venture?
As far as I know, you're just at Sinistarr with 2 R's most
Underscore?
places.
So and it's you can Google me. Here, hit the Google. You can
Oh,
see
yeah.
the
Guys,
Google.
watch this. If you're listening in audio, I'm sorry.
Yeah. Get with it.
So yeah, just Google Sinistarr.
Bam! Look at that.
Actually, that's my studio. They're funny enough that I posted.
Oh, no
it.
shit. Let's go.
yeah.
Yeah, second one.
What is this?
Oh, that's me. Me at the Meyer in Michigan. Shouts to Meyer. Me at the security
What?
camera. That's the security
Ah.
camera.
Let's
Oh, the stickers on the speaker move. Let's
Yeah.
go.
Oh yeah, no,
Wild man.
Yeah,
No, just kidding. Oh, look at you.
Yeah. So dig through my Insta. So yeah, I'm on there. So Sinistarr _ on Insta. Yeah, and
Great.
Sinistarr. I'm pretty easy to find on everything else,
but
music wise and all that. So
Yeah, true
Fuck
that.
yeah. Folks, thanks for tuning in. Big shout out, Cree. We see you in chat.
yo,
Oh, Cree's in chat. What's
Big
up,
shouts.
boy?
Big shout out to Brightwing
Dirty Disco.
and everybody else who turned up but
Big
didn't
up, Cree.
talk. Love
Yeah.
you guys.
We love you.
Um,
Thank you for being here.
We'll see you guys next week. Hit the follow and sub button. It really helps us out, please. Thank you.
That's right.
Peace out.
Bye.